Holy shoot. Broke it on the first jump, guys. Did you see the way that thing did? Holy moly. Oh, I just popped the hinge pin. Yeah!
I wouldn't be standing alone tonight.
Look at that. Oh! And I landed it. There you go. See?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be standing alone tonight.
We wandering off and shit, dog.
Wouldn't be standing
Yeah. Finish my cup, then post some.
Today, I'm out here with the Turnigy Sct2. Now, I haven't drove this in over a year. It was probably mid last year, last time I drove it in the backyard of my old house. And I probably should have checked the wheels, huh? Well, that one feels loose. Anyway, Hobby King was selling this for $68. It's a kit, you have to build it. It was, it's being discontinued from them, but it's sold in other places still. Turnigy sells this chassis. It's in a Baja buggy form. It's the exact same chassis. And you can get parts for it. I've got a metal skid plate and some other parts I got to put on here. It's got some really nice suspension, long travel suspension. Well, it's leaking a little bit. I built them, so it's my fault. It's been sitting for a while. Super good chassis, super light, long wheelbase, two-wheel drive, all metal gears in the transmission, and it's got a Delrin spur gear. And I've converted to a monster short course truck. If you haven't watched my videos in a long time, you haven't seen this. This hasn't been on my channel in a long time, so a lot of you guys probably haven't ever seen this before. It's got a 5200 kV 540 and a 60 amp OC day, the old school OC days that actually work good before they got changed to Charlance or whatever else. Anyway, let's see how she does. It rained for a week and then it rained again for a few days, so it's all green out here again, guys. Let's get the steering straight, turn the dual rate up. There we go. Holy shoot. Broke it on the first jump, guys. Did you see the way that thing did? Holy moly. Oh, I just popped the hinge pin. Lost the dog bone, popped the hinge pin. That's it. Wow. Ha. That's a short video. I was going to change this plate anyway, so there we go. That thing went crazy and spun around and landed on its back. What the heck? So I gotta find a pin and I gotta find the dog bone in the hinge pin. It didn't break. It didn't break, it just flexed. Let's see if the hinge pin holder. Oh yeah, the hinge pin holder. You can get metal hinge pins for that. Metal hinge pin braces for that. So we'll have to do that. Now it's gonna be a hunt because it's wet out here and a lot of debris. So I found the dog bone and the pin. Took about 15 minutes. So I decided I might as well put this plate on. I had this plate and it might help the hinge pin from popping. and it also adds just strength in the back for the gearbox. It says 2-wheel drive, but I think I'm going to get some metal hinge pin braces for it, and we'll go from there. But yeah, that was a terrible jump. It jumped, spun around, and landed. It was so weird. Anyway, let's go. Easy jumps. Yeah, it wants to do that though. It wants to kick up and then like rotate in the air. I'm not touching the steering. Even on the little jumps. Let's see. It's always coming down on that right rear. It made that. Oh, it's right on the back bumper. I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm hitting the jump in the wrong area. Well, see, now that did help. You see that? It hit, everything hit right here. You can see it all hit right there. It made a loud noise, like it was gonna break. You know, this stuff's already broken. The thing about this is the body wasn't very good. It was hard, you know. But this was $68, and it has carbon fiber and good composites and metal gearbox and all that kind of stuff. Suspension is actually pretty plush. It's a little soft out here. It's a lot of travel on it. That's why I made it into a monster truck. A lot of travel. See, there it goes. Once if you hit the brakes in the air, unless you're perfectly straight, it sends you sideways. I gotta, this thing's not, this is loose. Let's try it again. It's fast though, that's for sure. I'm not getting full steering throw. I can hear the foam on my transmitter slipping, so I'll just glue that shut. Maybe I'll get one of them the grips from Shen RC. They look really cool. I've been under the weather for about 4 days now. It's not COVID. I've already had COVID. I know the difference. People do get cold still. This is like a sinus infection. Little bit of a sore throat, congested big time, headache, blowing out that yellow gunk. You probably hear it in my voice. I'm just glad I got this thing fixed. It took about 15 minutes to find that dog bone. The pin was right there, the dog bone. It was hiding from me. Two-wheel drive. Cool thing is that I think you can get CVDs for this still. I think you got to buy the Kyosho ones maybe, but they do have a CVD and metal hinge pins. Oh. Monster SCT. It's got the low profile HSP wheels and tires on it. Oh, that was another one right on the back. And you see that though? It held in. So that was even higher, and that was even worse than the other one. And it didn't pop. And those are damaged from the last pop out. They got a little damaged. And that was bad. That was a bad landing. It was high. It was on the back tire. It didn't even pop. And it was about twice as high as the other one. So that metal plate really works. It helps it doesn't flex so much back there. And if it doesn't flex so much back there, then the hinge pin won't pop. You know what? Before I brought it out today, I was like, yeah, let's put that brace on there. And I'm like, well, nah, let's just get out here and run. First jump, it popped. And then guess what I did? Put the brace on. So what happened was I had to spend 15, 20 minutes out here finding it. And now I have a damaged hinge pin. It's not bad. It's just a little reamed out a little bit. But it gives me an excuse to buy an aluminum one. Okay, there we go. With this two-wheel drive truck, you gotta kind of hit it, the jump in the right area. If you go too far over here, on this side over here, it's steep. You know, right here is steep. So this is, you know, back flips or nose straight in the air. So you gotta hit it right here. All right, there. That was like right in between where I wanted to hit it. Actually handles really good. Let's hit another jump and then I'm going to go down there and just rip. This thing handles really good for two-wheel drive. It stays straight. It's got a good diff. It's got good gears in the transmission. Oh, that one was sailing. I should have just left it alone and let it go. That's another thing. My Turnigy